Hey guys, it's Wazo. So just doing a stream on the China leaderboard, leveling a few bots, just a basic gameplay stream. That's all it is. So let's have a look how we're doing. I haven't played much yet, so I've got a bit of catching up to do. On the China server, there's a bit less competition. The top five, it's not far off as hard as global is. It's a very high standard, but after that, really, it's a lot easier. You can see there, we're just 100,000 points. We're in the top 50. You can see there, first place on 1 million points already after just one day. So yeah, some some beast guys there. Individual leaderboard. This should show all the individual scores, guys, things like that. Let's have a look what the individual scores are in a minute. So Barry Allen is in our chat. He's doing well with 50k. And you can see there 126k after one day. That's crazy scoring. That's ridiculous. And I think we should be finishing around here. So we should get a 3-star skullsmasher, I think. Pretty much guaranteed. So I was saying in the last stream how on China server I level my bots differently. So how I do it on China is I go into zone 11 with this team, but most of the time I just use dead end and healers, maybe Defosaurus. I drop the rest if needs be. There's a lot of easy bases in China. Right, okay. So, I weren't lying. This is how easy it is to level on China. There we go. 30 seconds, done. And don't forget guys, this is the China server. If you try this on the global server, it's going to be a lot harder. A lot of people got wires to the cut base and things like that, and cut's been out for a while now on the China server on dead end. But for some reason just haven't got wires to it really, and sort of changed tactics around a bit. I'm not too sure exactly why. Because honestly, what normally happens is we feed the sort of relationship we've got with a lot of the China guys. We feed them information. So when a bot's coming out, we say to them, you know, this bot is worth going for or not, and this what the ability does. Because we've obviously got, you know, a bit of background knowledge about the bot. So, so this is a bit different. This is going to be a bit harder, I think. We'll give it a go, though. And get that shock tower down quickly. I got a good chance. Yeah, it should be one now. Nice, easy time trap victory. Put in the chat, guys, give us a shout out. Tell us how you're doing in the event. What do you think of the event? Dennis Creek, yo. How's things, alright? Yes, things are good, bro. Bit of leveling on China. Bit of leveling on global. Luckily, it's a bit of an easy weekend on global. So I can do a few points on China as well, really. Yeah, it's okay. This is a bit harder. I haven't brought Megatron either, so I can't do a rush. So that's a problem. Okay. What I think I might do is... Yeah, no, Dennis, I know, mate. I've been testing them, so I believe that they're going to do another test. That's what I've been told before they actually release it. So I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll probably do another video on that test as well. Basically just a saber swipe attack. Game over. Hits you down. I could probably go higher with this team, so since zone 12. But the problem is there's not a lot of dead end bases once you go towards zone 12, and you'll find that you're just using a lot more coin because you're coining teams fully like that, really. Coining full teams rather than just one or two bots. So I found that zone 11's a good sort of place to find a lot of easy points as such. On China, again, not on global. It's a bit different on global. So yeah, so I'm going to do a few leveling on China, then I'm going to do a bit of leveling on global as well. We've had a good war against AOC, and just won by 200 points. I think the finishing score was 7,600 points to 7,400 points, so a high scoring matchup. And then we pressed the button for war again, and we've got scorched earth. So no rest for the wicked, sadly. It looks like another dead end base. You might hear some fireworks going off in the background. It's called up to Bonfire Night, which is an English tradition where we all have massive fires basically and just have a lot of fireworks going off. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or not over America. Guy Fawkes night. But everyone just calls it bonfire night, basically. Probably didn't need shockwave, but I could do a level in a bit, so I might as well drop in. So if you've got any questions in the game or general questions about anything as well, guys, I'll answer them live for you as well now. Any advice, any tips, what bots to level, what bots I think you should level, anything really. Just stick it in the chat, guys, if you want. I think the minimum for China for the weekend is only about 7k, I think, something like that. So I can put up a good 1.5k with one run ourselves, really. Yeah, I prefer to do power leveling, really. But my Defosaurus is nearly at, well, he's at 50, to be honest with you. I'm just waiting to upgrade my headquarters. And my dead end's getting close to 50 as well, so the two main bots that I level with are going to be maxed. So it might be time to find a new bot to level with, really. You want me to open some crystals on the China server? To be honest with you, most of my crystals just free crystals and power cores. I'm waiting for when not power cores, yeah, power cores, so yeah, power core chips. I'm waiting for when the new cores come over from global to China, so I'm sort of stockpiling. So I haven't really got any crystal to open, but I'm sure I can get some though. What bundles do we have? I'll tell you what, Kyle, let me do this attack, and I'll give you a rundown on what they have. Let me just have a think about this attack a minute. So, yep, I'm just going to saber it. Saber it to death. Because when you've got all those ability points all there, close together, just making it too easy. Good tip that, boys and girls. If you put all your ability point buildings close together, then you're in trouble. No problem, Kyle. The bundles are a lot cheaper. They are. Drop rates are the same. Don't get me wrong, drop rates are the same as global, but you get more crystals for your money. So, as in per crystal, it's the same percentage of chance that you're going to get a bot, but obviously you get a lot more. But so you get a lot more for your money. So it's, you know, the ratio of bots to money is better, if that sort of makes sense. It's a lot cheaper. It's a lot different economy, a lot different. Everything's at least a third cheaper, everything for a start, and then every single weekend they have cheap bundles on. Really cheap bundles. You'll see in a minute. And literally, like, everyone that's sort of, well, not everyone, but a lot of people that play the China server have been in the chat saying that, you know, they watched my video and were like, we need to get on this. You know, it's ridiculous. If you know, I don't want to campaign and get guys off global and things like that, but there's a lot of guys that quit global because they have poor drop rates and they're tired of spending money and things like that. And all I'll say to you is that if you are tired, if you are considered of quitting the global game and you've had enough, then maybe go and try the China server. It's a bit easier, it's a bit less competitive, it's easier to get rewards. There's English alliances that you can join, and it's just a lot cheaper in general. So, it's just a thought. Will it ever replace global? No, I don't think it will. It'll never get that big. Is it as good as global? No, probably not. To honest, it's probably not as good as global in terms of, like I said, in terms of competition and things like that and the player base. But is it cheaper than global? Without a doubt. Is it better value for money? Without a doubt. So, without further ado, I've shown this a few times, and I don't mind showing it again. It's that good that I don't mind. So you can see there, for £3.45. So that's about, I think it's $5 maybe, $5. Yeah, 12 Prem crystals, some Energon alloy, and 5k of spark, and you can get 4 of them. So yeah, they're pretty decent. Then you've got this one here. So you got 11,000 coins and 30 prems and 10 mixed boost crystals for £30. So same again. I think that's about $40, 40 US dollars. I think something like that. Then you've got the normal weekend bundles where they have 3 character crystals and 8 prems for, same again, $5. That's dirt cheap compared to, I think, yeah. And you can see that's the standard sort of SBB Supreme Battle Bundle from the global server, but you can see it's a third cheaper, or a quarter cheaper. Sorry, it's normally £99.99 English pounds, and it's £75.84 on this one. So yeah, you gotta remember though, a lot of the changes that happen in global, they come over to China a couple months or a few months later. Like I said, this is the Warpath and Skull Crusher event. So that's the bots have just come over. So then you've got the standard sort of crystals. So these are sort of the same as global, but same again, like a quarter cheaper. And the rotating bundles that are in the global server, I know they do the standard ones now, but for a long time the rotating bundles are set in China. So you can see there, these bundles will stay here for the remainder of the event. So pretty decent, actually, pretty good. They also have though these. It's actually some new ones, so I'm glad I've actually said this, Kyle, because there's some new ones that you can look at. So the first one there is the XP card. So you get triple XP Tuesday to Thursday for 2 hours a day, and you also get 11k coins and 200 fuel cells. Now, global has triple XP weekends. China's still only on double for the time being. I reckon they'll change to triple XP. It'll come over, but not yet. It's still stuck on double. So that's you. Then you got the crystal card. So for £1.38, that's like $2. You get 10 Prem crystals every month. Now that's a subscription. So once you sign up to that, every single month it'll charge you $2. And that's called the crystal card. Then you got the super crystal card. So for $10 a month, or £7 or £6.89, which is in English pounds, you get 68 prems every single month. And same again, that's a subscription that you pay. And the ones I normally get is the month card, which is 2,300 cyber coins and then 450 every day that you log in. For that's like $10. And then for $5 you can get 225 cyber coins every day. So you're looking 10, call it 20. So for about $60 you'll get, God, I wouldn't like to, it's roughly around 25k coins, 200 fuel cells, and 78 prems for $60 if you sell it to all them, which is ridiculous, really, if you think about it. That's a crazy amount of coins, cells and crystals for half the price of an SBB, pretty much. So, you know, it is really good value. They also have the arena mode. I've done a video on the arena mode, guys. So if you've not seen that yet, go and check it out. And I'm very close to a 5-star Beast Wars Megatron. I just need 1,000 more chips. We'll actually have a look at that. Where am I going? I need 1,000 cyber coins. Yeah, I'm way off yet. So yeah, I can get to a Cybertron. So 30 times 150, 700. Yeah, I reckon another 2 weeks, and I'll have enough arena coins to pull a 5-star Beast Wars Megatron. But the question I'm sort of asking myself is, will they change that? Now, I've got nothing to go off of Global. Because Global doesn't have arena mode, I've got nothing to go off. So my question is, are they going to change that? You know, are they going to bring out a different 5-star bot eventually? Is it worth saving those arena coins? Because I'm not too convinced about, you know, Beast Wars Megatron and Primal. They're not OP bots that, you know, you can get. But, you know, they might change that eventually. They might. You never know. Come on. My daughter decided to get out of bed at this late hour. Go and get it then. Go on. Okay, I can use dead end and shockwave for this. As it stays on the outpost. There we go. Okay. Game on set, baby. Easy as that. $42. Let's have a look. Is it just me? It turns all the cores off every single time. So, I think another saber swap is in order, but I'm going to put a gunner down just to get some more ability points, I think. And to finish off, maybe. And that should hopefully do it. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign, Jazz. Oh, that's not too bad. He's not that powerful, thankfully. And game over. If you're also if you're HQ14 and you're looking for a base design, then try my design out. I mean, I know it's different server and things like that, but I've had a lot of guys attack on my base recently, and I've had a lot of guys failing. Like I said, it's different in wars. You know, I hate it when people go on the chats and forums and go, "Oh, this guy failed against my base. He's one of the top guys in the world, and he can't beat my base." Don't forget, he's not taking all his best bots because he'll split his bots into teams. So 2, it's not his top team that he's attacking you with. And 3, he's attacking you blind. So he's just going to put a group of bots together that can probably be a certain level of base in multiple designs. You know, in wars it's totally different. In wars you can see the base up front, and so you can make a decision on what bots to take. You know, wars is where your design is really tested. That's a real test of your design. And this is my design. I do all my own designs. I don't believe in copying other designs really. Some designs I might sort of look at other people's bases that I've had problems with and sort of edit it a bit maybe, and I'll look at how I beat it and maybe edit it a bit. That's how I've done on my global. This is my design that I've sort of used quite a bit now, quite a few times. I've sort of changed it and then changed it back again. But if I look at the history and defences, as you can see there, quite a few victories. Where I've had the defeats, you can see, look at the teams. The teams are quite hefty. No, it's taking 5-star bots in. And then, even that one there, that's a good win, that really. You know, against a team of 4-stars like that, you're going to struggle a bit, really. But yeah, I'm not saying it's the best design out there, but I'm just saying if you're stuck for a design, guys, then yeah, you're welcome to copy it, use it if you like, edit it if you think you can do better. Just putting it out there, guys. I always do that. I think I'm pressing the power card button. So, yep. I guess I'm going to do that. I'm probably a bit too slow there. Like I said, dead end's 49 now, so or very close to it, at least. Will be now. And there we go. Speak of the devil. Like you see there, I'm getting no XP with my Defosaurus at the minute, but it's just too good to leave behind, really, and he's lost so much XP. I'll be honest with you, I thought that it was quite a while ago, obviously now that I was HQ14 in the game global, and I thought that they brought out the upgrade to 50 plus at HQ14, but it was actually 15, so I've got a long way to go yet. I need to do a bit of resource farming, to be honest with you. To get to rank 54. I'm currently only rank 51. So yeah, got a fair way to go yet. I think I'm about 5 or 6 levels behind when I realised that, and I rushed my headquarters so that I could get my bots over 50. Only to realise that actually I can't. So Defosaurus is definitely stuck on 50. And soon to be dead end as well. So that's why I don't do so much leveling on China, to be honest with you, because it's sort of getting to the point where it's wasted XP until I'm at HQ 15. Once I'm HQ 15, I'm away. I'm done. I can go all out, start burning some coins again. But I'm sort of slow playing at the minute. I've got the bots, I've got the coins and things like that to do it. But like I said, it's just an absolute grind. Bit of a strange design, this one. But hey. Defosaurus is just as effective on China as he's on global. I expect this window just make short work at that headquarters. Yeah, and job done. So as I said earlier, guys, if you've got any questions about anything, China server, global server, you want to know anything, tactics, bots, anything you want to know really, stick it in the chat and I'll do my best to answer it. I could probably answer most questions, unless someone's going to try and trip me up and ask me a really out there question about a bot's DPS or something, but yeah. Do a couple more attacks on China, and then I'll pause the stream, and then I'll log back on onto my global account. So when I do log off this guy, don't worry, I'll come straight back on again. So the system I'm using, I can't log out and log out into games very easily without sort of pausing the stream. Yep, we're going to do it again. I'm going to take 2 healers this time, I think. Yeah, I'm going to pop an outpost up there, I know that. And that should still go down, I think. Yeah. Easy win. If you've tried playing China server before, guys, and had a few problems with it, it was quite sort of fiddly and quite hard to get on the China server. But for some reason, don't ask me how and why, it's become a lot easier in the last few days, something like that. It's just a case of downloading APK now, and people are able to spend on it a lot easier. So yeah, if you're interested in the China server, guys, and before you have problems getting on, problems downloading it, they put you off a bit, it's a lot easier now. Just putting it out there. If you think about joining the China server, it's a lot easier. So you can see I'm right down the pack in there. But like I said, it's 7 grand over the week, 7k over the weekend. So not all too bad. So yeah, some good scores at the top there, guys. Yes, an easy one. So what I might do is I have to pop through one. I don't know what Swoop's doing there. That took ages to lock on. I think it's because Dead End's ability. I think he's locked onto Dead End, and Dead End's uses ability, which sort of makes him sort of visible while because he's invulnerable, like, and he's not locked onto Brawl instead. I think that's the problem with that. He stayed locked onto Dead End until he comes out of his ability. We're all getting close to 40 now as well. That was 2k, does it? Pretty much 2k. And where are we? Rank 49. There's normally a big drop off after 50 there's a big drop off. Yo Cameron, how's it going? A regular appearance on my streams and videos, things like that. I think you might be my #1 fan, Cameron. Either that or you just spend a lot of time on YouTube, because I do see you on Engineer Hoist videos as well, and his streams. But yeah, there's a lot of there's quite a few I'd say Western alliances. That's what I'd say. Quite a few Western alliances in the game. Vanguard, one of them. Ourselves, Vengeance. Tells Vanguard. There's a couple more as well that I know of. Splintered Glass, that's our secondary alliance. They're doing okay, top 100. Let's hope they can just let's hope they can stay there, really. Nice, Cameron. Nice. Not this event, but the next event. Hopefully, it's 4-star shard in that event. Then I should get a second 4-star. I'll have 2 4-star crystals, and then I'm gonna wait for a 5-star event to pull, and then I should have a new shiny 5-star. And then also, I should have a new, I don't know, Ian, do I pull a 5-star B Squad Megatron? Or do I wait? That is the question. That is the question. It's a hard choice. I'd say that's probably the only downfall of the China server, like the main downfall is that obviously the developers obviously Chinese. There's a couple that, speak English fluently, but quite a few of them is broken English, so it's hard to get an answer out of them. If you were to email them and say, listen, Beast World Megatron's are coming 5-star, are you planning on changing this at any point? And what will the next bot be? Any idea? Chances are get lost in translation unless you get one of the good reps. And we've sort of asked really if we can have maybe an English, a fully English speaking VIP person, but maybe it's a lot to ask. Nice, Cameron. Nice. I'm hoping, even though I need 4-star dupes for my 5-star, I'm hoping to get Trax or Elite 1. That's what I'm planning for. Hopefully. I tell you what, guys. I'm going to log off the China server. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can just log off and log on the other game. I'm not too sure. Five-star Sentius Magnus? No. Not anytime soon, anyway. You've got to remember the 5-stars are really, really overpowered. And the 5-stars normally aren't some of the best bots in the game. So I doubt you will see a 5-star Deathsaurus. Mind you, or 5-star Star Saber, obviously. But mind you, I didn't think they'll put a 5-star Elite 1 in the game, and they have. I don't know. A lot of guys are leveling their Elite 1 at the minute, and I can see it being ridiculously overpowered when they're close to being maxed. It took me a long time to max my save route. I was saying in the last stream that I do think economically I don't throw tons of money at this game like others do. It's their choice to do that. That's entirely up to them. But yeah, I do it economically. It took me like 9 months to max my save route. It's a big grind once you get past 50. Brian was 20, unlocked his first combiner. Nice. What combiner was it? Yeah, depending which combiner it was. Every combiner's got its use. I've been asked to do a video on combiners, and you know what? I am trying to do it, but the problem I've got is that in high level wars, the main way to use your combiner is just pop outpost and soak up the damage because the bots are so overpowered at higher levels. So it's hard for me really to do a combiner video really, unless I was to leave the alliance for maybe a day. But yeah, it's a hard choice really, But I am going to do it at some opportunity when I can. So I have been asked for it a lot. I know it's anyway from Space Ape a lot. It's coming. We are trying, but it's hard to sort of do sort of everything I want to do in the game. Sometimes, 'cause just not just through time, but just when things present themselves, you know, certain situations, things like that. It's hard to sort of play your way in the game and sort of do videos sometimes. This isn't level working, is it? You got Silverbolt. You got get Superior. And Grimlock to get your Volcanicus. Superior and Volcanicus. Probably the two best combiners in the game, I'd say, to be honest with you. Volcanicus is great because he has such a long range. That's Volcanicus' main sort of, you know, reason why he's so good. He has a massive range on his attack. Really good for a lot of AoE attacks. That's why a lot of high level guys use him. Superion's great if you got the if you can get the 4-star, because his death ray can take out max defenses. So if there's a certain defense that's causing you problems, you can use that to good effect. Also, I tell you, Victorian is another really good one. Her 4-star ability, the Noble Sacrifice, is devastating, especially on higher level bases, because obviously you're gonna, you know, EMP the base as such for quite a while there, so it's stopping a lot of damage on your bots. So yeah, I don't really like Maximus that much. I just don't like his abilities. It's a bit too short range. That's his problem. But yeah, that's the only problem with him. Any Prime Core? Yeah, I'll have a new Prime Core next event. Next Prime Core event. I did get a new Power Core, so I've got more Air Cores now. So I upgrade on my Air Cores. So I've got them at level 10, I think it is. Yeah. But no new Prime Cores yet. But yeah, to be honest with your camera as well, you want Swoop anyway. Swoop is a brilliant bot, regardless of Volcanicus. So you really want him. Sludge is I want the 5-star. I want the 5-star Sludge. It's really good at later levels. Hard to level because it's a tank and he can't solo zones as much. That's duo him with something else, but it's still a good bot. Alpha Trion Core is a brilliant core. Now they've upgraded it. Now they've buffed it. Really good. You want to put it on any bot that lasts the longest in battle. So if you haven't got heal rays on your healers, then put it on your healers or one of your gunners. You could put it on a tank, but your tanks, if you're doing walks, that is, your tanks normally die quite quickly. But just put your Alpha Trion Core on any bot that's going to stay alive the longest. The longest they stay alive, the more ability points you get. So just keep that in mind. Halfway to getting your 5th Prime Core. 5th Prime Core? Are you sure, Cameron? 5 Prime Cores, that's a lot of Prime Cores. How many Prime Cores have I got? I think you might have more than me, brother. Yeah, same as me. Yeah, same as me. Halfway to getting the 5th. Yeah. 4-star jump stream be good. You know what? Right, it all depends on whether your jump stream stays alive longest. Without sort of looking at your bots and sort of looking at your team, you know, it's hard to say it, but when you go into battle, take note of whatever bot is left standing. It depends on, like I said, what attack you use. If you know what war, then definitely gonna heal because your tanks will end the battle die off. If you're doing a rush and smash, then I'd personally would put on one of your tanks that stays behind the ones that rush the headquarters. If you're doing, God, it really depends on what attack you're doing. It really does. Because, but yeah, whatever bot stays alive the longest when you attack. That's my advice. It's different for everyone, really. You know, some people do put on the tanks. It also depends on what other cores you've got. Because if you've got a good core on all your gunners and all your healers, then you might want to put it on your tank anyway, because you don't want to take one of your other cores off that are good. So it's hard really, but Primus, if you want to add me on line chat, Sunstreaker and you can send me some screenshots of your team and your layout. A few guys do that, I don't mind. And I can sort of look in depth and give a bit more better advice for your team. It's quite hard with prime cores really, because it all depends on what cores you've got, what level the bots are. But yeah, shorthand advice is whatever bot stays the longest alive. That's the advice. So Onyx on Drift. I wouldn't put Onyx on anyone. To be honest with you. The problem with Onyx is it 40% health that they start kicked in? So between 40 and 100, so you bought 100% health and also go down to 40. Between that 100% and down to 40, your bot gets zero benefit from that core. It gets nothing at all. Then after 40, and yeah, it sort of works. But you've got to wait for that bot to get down that low. And it's just not great really. It's just not that strong. It's probably the worst core out of a lot. To be perfectly honest with you, the Onyx core. There's a lot better cores out there. I do want the Alpha Triangle core. I'm quite jealous of that. That is definitely the next core that I want. Either that or Amalgamous. That's definitely the two that I'd rather have out of a lot. Like I said, it's open to anyone on that out there. Anyone. If you want to add me online, Sunstreaker you can do. Like I said, I've got quite a few guys that sort of message me for advice, things like that. And I don't mind. I really don't. I started this YouTube channel just to give a few guys in my alliance some help, some guidance on base design. It's the first video I ever did. I did 3 base design videos. One on layouts, one on outpost bots, and I can't remember what the third one was now, but there was 1, 2 and 3 parts. I posted them just for my alliance, and everyone just sort of started watching them, and that's how it kicked off really. So, you know, it's quite easy to do, guys. Look into it. It's quite easy to do your own YouTube channel, and I see a lot of guys doing it. But the only thing that I'd say that a lot of people are doing is a lot of people are doing videos, but they don't like to talk a lot on the videos. Sorry, Primus 20 today quick. Yeah, when I go into the bot screen for some reason, my voice cuts up. It's a bit weird really. Yeah. So when it goes into the game where there's things in the game that takes a lot of memory up for some reason, just sort of cuts it a bit. I need to get a better platform really to stream on. But yeah, that's the reason. So you might find that when I go into my bot selection screen, my voice cuts out. But what was I saying now? I forgot what I was saying now. But yeah, quick look at the cores. What I want. Let's have a look. Cameron Sentius is perfect for outposts. A brilliant bot. I definitely want. Without doubt. But yeah, I was saying sorry about set your own YouTube channel. A lot of guys don't talk on their videos, and I think that you need to nowadays to put your own sort of spin on it, your own sort of personality. You know, everyone's sort of different. You know, engineer voice. You know, and not the same as mine. Mine the same as his. You know, Soldier, all the sort of YouTubers out there. You know, no two channels are the same, and everyone has their own sort of personality put on it and one sort of spin things, and that's what guys need to do really. Everyone could do a video and put it online, but you know, so to engage your audience, that's the best thing. Cheers, Paul. Yeah, it seems to be when I go into the selection screens, for some reason it cuts out. It's a bit strange. I don't really do streams. But I just thought, I'm playing anyway, so I might as well let some of you guys sort of watch me anyway. Let's get back into it anyway. Let's get leveling some bots. So I will take Cheeto just in case. But yeah, cheers a heads up, Paul. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, you can see that. Going back to green again now. Just seems to be that bot selection screen for some reason. And the power core selection screens goes a bit off the sound for some reason. Strange. So, easy Skylink snipe. So, I've said this in my last video as well, guys. If you're not sure about how to use Skylinks, I plan on doing a video to help a few guys out. Pretty simple, really, though. Yeah, well, Drift and Octopus Primal have had a buff, guys. They now do more damage to walls. And so when you're against time traps, that could be vital. So, I'm going to start leveling them for HQ 17 because those walls are going to be disgusting. Primus 20, that's a good thing. That's good. You know, last 5 bots all being combiner bots. Hey, the more combiners you get, the more usage you get. Especially with the new way of doing where you get 10 ore for the first usage and then they get a cooldown. It's a lot better the way I've done it. 3 creators on one of them. Cheers, Paul. Thanks. Appreciate that, mate. I know I'm sort of up there in the creators and that, you know, but there's more than you think. No, there's quite a few YouTubers out there. The ones that I mainly watch is obviously Engineer Hoist. But the problem with Engineer Hoist is a different time zone than me. So his streams seem to be early morning. But if I could say to anyone, you know, to go and watch their streams, it would be, you know, Engineer Hoist. You know, the best streams out there, probably the best YouTuber Earthworks has got. So yeah, go and watch his stream if you can, guys. It's quite early in the morning for me. His normal streams like 3 in the morning, so it's quite late. I normally catch him if I'm working late. That's when I catch NJ Hoist. Biodroid. I don't see Biodroid as well. He does some good content, guys. Especially on some like specific spotlight videos. So check him out. And he's good at killing me, you know. I forgot his name. Alpha Prime, is it? He's a quite recent YouTuber. He's in a VIP chat. He's done a lot of good videos. Posted a lot of videos recently. He's doing like one every few days. Does a lot of videos of the top walls with Primus and his alliance members. A few guys have asked me to do, really. It's just finding the time to sort of do it, really. That's the main thing that stopped me from doing that. And sort of patched them all together. But yeah, he's another good YouTuber. So, Balls and Cock, he does some good videos doing there. I do watch a couple of his videos. So yeah, there is a fair few YouTubers out there, and there's a lot of Ultra Crusher as well. He's just started channel up. Trying to think of any more. I think that's everyone that I watch, really. You've obviously got Luna Fury. He doesn't do many videos anymore. I still talk to me here and there. I think Soul's sort of giving up on Earth Wars streaming. From what I can tell, I might be wrong on that, but I've not seen him post much anyway for quite a while. APOC, people like that. You can still check them out on the channels, guys. They still got old videos, but new content. Then they're not really doing much new content. Primus 20. Some pictures yet, no worries, bro. It might not be tonight. It's getting quite late. I'm in work early in the morning. I'll definitely catch up with it probably tomorrow. If not, maybe tonight before I go to bed I'll have a quick look I just can't get into too much conversation tonight. I'm just doing this sort of stream, leveling a bit of bots. But I'll definitely promise you I'll have a look at it. So people message me and think that I've given up on them, but you got to remember that, I do have a life. But I'll always respond back at some point, guys. Yeah, don't get hooked up that I won't. I'll always respond back. I always do. Just a matter of when. Shock towers and beam leaders of course. Yeah, I've been mithering for this. I think they should put. I've always said that how power cores should work. Should be a playoff. So less damage and more range, or more damage and less range, or something like that. So I said, why don't you make it so shock towers stun? So they don't do any damage, so the damage that shock towers do becomes none. They do no damage to your bots, but they do stun them. In a few seconds, they get stunned. Now for me, that is a nightmare. But they take less damage, so I'd be more inclined then to start equipping more cores that prevent you from stunning, and then they can bring more bot cores out, where bot cores, I know there's a few out there already that, stop you from getting stunned, and so that makes shock towers eradicated, but then you're changing your cores around. I like that idea personally. That's honestly my idea. Will a Space Ape do it or not? I'm not too sure. But yeah, I think you should do that. And beam lasers. Beam lasers is hard. Should they had I think they should add less damage, but have 3 lasers where the lasers target 3 different bots, but maybe only at 50% of the damage or 40% damage, maybe something like that. But they can target 3 bots at once, maybe. That's my idea for the beam lasers. We don't want too much air stuff now. There's a lot of the anti-air cores been buffed. I did say before them that should put beam lasers as an anti-air, but now that the anti-air cores have been buffed, the turrets have been buffed, with the cores, then yeah, it's a bad idea really to do that. What else have we got? Alpha Prime. Yeah, I thought it was his name. Yeah. Yeah, it is quite late for me as well. That's the problem. That's the only problem. I do like Engineer Hoist. He's a top guy. I do talk to him outside of the game and that. I was a bit disappointed when he went to Space Ape headquarters. I've told him that. I told him disappointed that they didn't invite me along. It's not down to him really. It's the Toxic Gamers guys. They're all doing it. Go and check their channel out, guys. Non-Toxic Gamers. They're a good group of guys, really, all of them. Doing a lot of plugs tonight, but they deserve it. We're not all against each other. We're all for each other, really. Everyone does different content. Everyone has their niche. But yeah, I really do like Hoist content. And that's what sort of started me doing streams, really, looking at him. And he's one of the few YouTubers that I really like that's still around. Yeah, that's a good idea, Paul, about mines. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea about the mines. We'll talk about that in a minute. Just say quick, before you go, Primus 20. The Av said they will put Gnaw in the crystals. Don't know when. They've not said when. Space Ape are very clever at just going, we will do, but we don't know when. Because what's happened is, in the past, dead quick, I won't keep you too long, let you do your battles. But the problem is, in the past, what they've done, they promised something to people, and then they promised, say, this is up next week, and then problems arose where they got to correct it. They can't bring it out because it's broken, and they said, sorry guys, it's going to be a week after, we can't bring it out this week. And everyone has kicked off in VIP chat saying, you said this week, you promised this, it's not on, I've done this because you said that. And so Space Ape straight away, they just stopped. They stopped announcing dates, really, and they're very coy about it now. And I don't blame them, to be honest with you. If you're going to get that sort of backlash after you've actually done someone a favour, sort of give them an idea, then yeah, they are going to sort of rein it in and sort of our own victims, really. But yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, I do like the idea of different minds. I'm going to pass that on in the VIP chat. If you're not in the VIP chat, Paul, if you are, then you're welcome to do it. I'm not, going to steal anyone's thunder or steal anyone's ideas, but, different minds are a good idea as well. Everything, basically, all the defences that haven't got a core already, need one. Need a different core and some new cores. I think prime cores have done really well, but they're over now. Well, not now, but soon they're coming to an end. They said in the stream that they're coming to an end. So, what's going to replace them? Something needs to. Yeah, no worries, Paul. To be honest with Primus 20, it's not a big deal being in the VIP chat and that. I mean, I talked to Ultra Crusher earlier about it, and he said the crystals will be good, so we can say Mux is pretty much free to play. It's hard getting in VIP free to play. To be honest with you, but I think it is doable. I think there's a few guys that haven't spent a lot of money in that VIP chat. So yeah, it's good to get the crystals and all that. And the VIP chat can be good, but it can be quite negative sometimes. I'm sure Paul will back me up with that. There's a lot of people crying about bots hitting walls and nerfs and a lot of arguments, and it can be not the best place. The only good thing I say about the VIP chat is that you get access, one-on-one questions. Where you can ask the apes questions, and Yanis is in there who does the live streams, and he's a really good guy. He knows his stuff. He plays a lot of Earth Wars. He's high level, so he knows what the game needs. He knows what's happening in the game. That's what I like about Yanis. And it's good being able to talk to him. It's good to be able to communicate with him and ask some questions and get some feedback, which we sort of lacked on Band Chat really. You go in there, ask a question, and one of the reps that have nothing to do with the game really, know nothing about the game, will just go, okay, we'll take it on board, I'll pass it on, and you don't get any feedback at all. There's no conversation, and so it just sort of felt like it was on deaf ears really. So it's a lot better system it is now. Yeah, camera, just more cores in general. With bot abilities, they've really thought about things and changed things up and give new abilities, and I really like that. They need to do the same now with power cores. They need to change them up, buff a few. The repair core is awful. It needs a buff, without a doubt. Armor core is fine as it is. Anti-air laser core is fine now as it is. Yeah, they need to buff some cores, bring out some new cores, some better cores. Think outside the box a bit for when HQ17 comes, because I guarantee when HQ17 comes, they're gonna be complaining again. There'll be lots of complaints, so they need to bring something out that's gonna, So let's put these outposts with drift, and then we can send Cheetah in. And the only reason I do that is because Tantrum kills Cheeto. Be careful there. You really don't want to face Tantrum when you're leveling Cheeto. Yeah, I do talk to Ultra Crusher quite a bit. He watches a lot of my streams, things like that. And yeah, he is a really cool dude. He is a cool guy. Yeah, Paul, I have to agree with you there. I was on the side of nerfing tracks, I'll be honest with you. I know it's pretty much 50-50 down the middle. I can understand people that were annoyed about it, fully can. But when it gets to a point where you can take tracks, cup, into zone 14 and kill a base, maxed out base with maxed out cores, all gold, it's not right. It's not good for the game really. People were saying like, but I don't use mine like that. But it can be, it can be manipulated. So it's not fair really. Ah, if I'm a Spencer, so you know him well then, yeah. We're in the same alliance and you're the commander, yeah. See what Primus. If I remember Primus 20, I'll ask him. I've got such a bad memory. I really have. But if I remember, I'll ask him next time he's on. Colour skins like a Mega Supreme for HQ 17. They won't do a Mega Supreme. You won't see a Mega Supreme in this game. I really, really, really doubt it. Will we see Titans? The problem is, I think that with the new game mode that they're supposed to be doing, if you've not seen that, guys, go and check out my video on it. I think that they've had a great chance to put Titans in a game, and for whatever reason, they've chosen not to. So, if they've had this such a good chance to put them in the game, chosen not to, there's got to be a reason. So I'm losing faith, really, in the fact that we'll see Titans in the game. And I doubt we'll see him make Supreme. Gets asked for a lot. But I just doubt it somehow. I just doubt it. Hey, Gregory Miller. How's it going? I'm doing okay. Just a bit of leveling, really. Leveling a bit of Sky Links. Trying to get Primal and Drift up a few levels. Maybe get Drift in the cooker tonight to 40. Paul Taylor, did you see the Combiner Outpost picture? Yes, but that was from the China server. That's where that came from. It wasn't from the global server. And they've also said that putting a combiner like that in the game, they needed something to combat attack-wise. That's a huge defense put in the game. But that combiner outpost that you saw is actually in the China server. So yeah, I doubt you will see it. They may do. Maybe. Never know, but I doubt it somehow. Just the way they've been talking and that, I doubt it. Could be wrong, been wrong before. I thought that Arena mode would be coming to global, but instead we've got the new game mode. Any info on 5-star Sludge? Just got him today. Yeah, level him. that's the info. Level him. If you got a 5-star Sludge, then I'm jealous. I really am, because he's awesome, absolutely awesome. Pick of the bunch. I don't know. It's a hard choice. It's a lot of good bots in that pick. You know, even Blaster's had a buff, and now Blaster is the new Cheeto now. You know, looks amazing. You know, crazy health, crazy DPS. You're not sure how to use him. Gregory Miller, the best way to use, how I can advise you how to use him is against time traps, because he does a lot of damage to places where there's lots of walls. The more walls there is, the more damage that it does. So let me have a think. So say it's a time trap and there is 10 walls in a cluster, he will do a huge amount of damage to that area. Absolutely huge. And so you just drop it on it and it does damage not just to the walls but to all defences as well. So yeah, a really good bot. But when it comes to HQ 17 walls, a 5-star Sludge will be the bot to have. So will a 5-star Drift though, and still will a 5-star Primal if it ever comes out. But yeah, he's a really good bot. Gregory, the best way to level him is just level him with another bot. Level him with a high level bot, because you can't solo zones with Sludge at low levels. But then, once you get him to a decent level, let's say like 40 or 50, take him with some high level bots into a zone 12 or 13. And if you come up against a time trap and you use that on one of the walls right in the middle of the time trap, you will be amazed. Trust me. And you just fly for the time trap. It speeds them up so much with that time trap, because the walls and damage does everything. Just fly through it. You couple him with Swoop, you'll kill half the base. The only thing is it's quite high cost. It's really really good bot, especially when HQ17 comes around. He'll be vital to get those walls damaged down, and especially when we get some more ability points. Hopefully, that's it. That's the idea behind it. Yeah, China server. I forgot to talk about then. China server is good, but it's not all that, Paul Taylor. It does have its faults. You know, I was saying this earlier in my last sort of in the first bit of this stream that, you know, it's cheaper, better rewards. You can get better rewards through less competition. You know, everything like that sort of sense. But then again, there's less competition, so you tend to find that you're playing a lot of the same sides in wars. You know, because there's not much competition, you can get bored quite easily. I mean, we're doing 7k and getting the top 50. 7k each. You know, to get top 50 in global and leaderboard, you used to be doing 25k. Yeah, it's a lot more money, but it's a lot more competition. You know, we're one of the top, I think it's 50 in wars as well, and we're all quite low level really. You know, we're top 50 in wars and we're all like zone 12, 13, 14. I'm one of the higher guys. You know, so it's a lot less competition. And I was saying it's hard to talk to support sometimes because of the Chinese and they don't fluently speak English. There's a couple that are, but it can be quite frustrating with support sometimes. And because it's in China as well, you can't sync your base to Google Play. You can't sync the two. So if you lose your base, you've lost it unless you have a lot of info. They want to know your top bots. They want to know your player level. They want to know your coin amounts. All things like this. And, you know, it can be quite hard, really, to give them all this info to get your account back. You know, it can be, like I said, it's not all good, it's not all bad. It has its pros, has its cons, but I will say that they do reward their players better on China server. That's what I'd say. Yeah, it is. The code Yodo that do the China server. It's not linked to Space Ape at all whatsoever. Zero connection to Space Ape. Oh, that one good. Oh well. Just need to path upwards a bit. Go across. And he goes downwards. Of course he does. Yeah, this is getting a bit worrying now. I need to try and path in now away. Oh, he's in trouble now though. He's in trouble now. If we can fight these bots off, it should be okay. Will it do it? Yes. Yeah, he's a beast, Cameron. He's currently 54.9. So I put a lot of effort into leveling him. I just leveled him constantly, power leveled him for 2 weeks. Him and one bot in one zone and him on his own solo in. And did level him a lot because he's just totally revitalised my war team. Really good against time traps. Riju is the best. Yeah, it is. It is the best non-prime core. You are right. It is. A silver rejuvenate is better than a gold vitality. Keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, a silver reju level 10 is better than a gold vitality. Yeah, over a certain amount of time. Obviously, like if you're gonna do a sacrifice with your bot, then obviously it's not. But you don't want a vitality on a sacrifice bot anyway. You want it to die. So yeah, rejuve is a great core to put on any bot. I have a silver rejuve on my prime actually. For prime, which to go between that and a tactical core. And another one as well, guys. For tactical rushes, you can use a bronze core. It's cheaper to equip and it's cheaper to unequip and all that. Don't bother with the gold and silver. You don't need it. The time it gives you is enough. Stick to a bronze. It's a lot cheaper. Just in the tactician core. So that's a good example of where they should sort of buff some cores. You know, this. It's bad that you're using a bronze core. Really, you shouldn't be using a bronze core at a high level like that. If you are, then there's something wrong in the game. Yeah, Cameron, you do want a 4-star Skylinks. Honestly, mate, it's amazing. Arguably one of the best bots in the game. You can argue the case between him and... Personally, I think it's between him and Star Saber. Elite 1 you can argue with as well, maybe. But I still think between Star Saber and Lynx. Probably Star Saber just pips it. Probably. Just about. Who do I go with this? Cheetor and Primal, I think, yeah. Saber 4-star, level the hell out of him. Best advice I can give. 4-star Star Saber is the best investment I've ever done in this game. Is getting him to 59-10. I'd do it again in an instant. Uh-oh. Tantrum. This ain't good. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to attack. It's okay, it's a low level tantrum. I was worried then for a second. I really was worried. Level 51's good, Cameron. That's when it sort of starts to get good. So, yeah. Keep going. Was that headstrong? Oh, that's why then. That's why. They do look a lot alike. But yeah, cheers to that, Cameron. That's why then. There you go, guys. That's why it didn't affect Cheetor then. Yeah, the air ability core is a lot better, Paul. Yeah, a lot better. I'll actually utilise mine now to try and stop some Lynx attacks. That's the idea anyway. You can see there the 3 gold cores right in the middle there. That's the idea anyway. That is the idea. So I'll just put Drift down there. And hopefully he can jump on that wall. Do a bit of damage. It's only low level, that's the difference, so he can't clear too much. And ability is only level 1, so it doesn't get too much healing. And that should be close enough. Drift's doing actually alright there. I'm quite impressed. He's only low level and he's doing alright. He's holding his own there. I know he's not a lot of defences like around him and that, but just go straight for the head Q. Did he get a 4-star Sentius? No, I didn't. I got a 3-star, but to answer the video, my view is that the video was quite lengthy. On chant events, the videos are quite lengthy. And so if I don't get a 4-star in a chance event, I don't really like posting it. It's a long video to watch for the sake of not getting a 4-star, if you get what I mean. So a bit of inside information in there for you guys. If I post a chance event, chances are I've got the 4-star if I post it. Because like I said, let's be honest, like, we watch these videos to see if someone gets the 4-star or not. And you know, sometimes I've watched the videos of people doing crystal videos, and then I see that they haven't got the bot, and I'm a bit like, well, that was a waste. That was a waste of time. So yeah. So what we'll do for a few minutes now, I'm going to have a look at this wall that we've got with Scorched Earth, and I'm going to have a look at maybe doing an attack. Let's have a look. I'm not on defence, and they've took the lead. They are a good team though. You can see there, 8th phase get a 225 within a few hours. It's crazy, you know. Some crazy strong guys in there. Yeah, Paul Taylor, 10 crystal openings would be good, like in China. One thing that China does have. Yeah, a lot of strong guys. Strong guys in that alliance. So yeah. Winter's Prime Court, definitely. I think it's fun. I can't wait to get. I'd like that as well. It looks really fun. But I don't have yet to test it and say what. It looks good. It looks really good. So let's have a look at some replays. So we've got a lot of replays here at the bases. So let's have a look. I want to see a rush. I know a few guys have rush based one. Walk. Failed rush. Using tracks. Saber swipe. A lot of different tactics in this war. I'm going to look at Mega Blast. It seems to do have I've done a rush. So Mega Blast, we're going to watch your replay here. Don't forget though, guys. Sometimes the replays don't match up with what actually did happen. They do sometimes, but it can be quite frustrating when you watch a battle and it says won, and you can see they've won in the war, and then what you see is that they've been annihilated, and you can tell something's gone wrong. Let's have a look. At these top level wars, if you're not mega top level, like, you know, top 100 in the world, then you need to sort of watch some replays and watch other guys, how they do it, and give yourself an idea, really. So it looks like he's doing Gunner Sacrifice. I'm doing a video on that. It's pretty simple, really. You sort of clear it. It's like a clear and rush, basically. It's what you call a Gunner Sacrifice. So you can see there, he's going to die quite quickly now. There's a lot of defences there attacking him. But I think he's done his job already. You can bring a healer with it to do Gunner Sacrifice, but your healer can sort of get stuck then. You sort of sacrificing 2 bots really. It's quite hard. And your healer goes wayward when you rush and things like that. And it's not ideal really. You can do, but it just, in my professional opinion, it doesn't really work. So it doesn't have attack on there. Get that to his prime core, which obviously stops stun. See if we've got up the middle there. See, Purse have sharks on that mine there. Just an outpost. You don't want them bots walking backwards towards Galvatron there. That'd be a nightmare. I suppose it worked out putting Saber in there really. See, I'd do this attack. But first I'd put a mine on that there. Maybe a tactical on prime. I'll have to have a look at where tactical would sort of come into play really. Look at that. So the rest is pretty much given. So let's have a look at the scout of the base again and see what attack prime would do. And then go watch the replay one more time. And this is sort of what I go through really, guys. I look at a replay, see where maybe they've gone wrong, or I can improve it maybe. I know the pace well, he's a good guy. And he's got some strong bots. So I'm not going to take this base lightly. It's scorched there at the end of the day. They're a good alliance, so... Yeah, so... If I drop prime there, it's going to go to that shock tower. With a tactical anyway. Where's his replay again? Come on, where are you? Mega Blast, let's go again. Now, I'm just going to look again. I'll look through the mines again, things like that. Look at exactly where he rushes to. Check again which bots are in the outpost. So I know exactly what I'm dealing with really now. So I'll see what method is used, see where the bots went, things like that. Look where I can improve it. Now I'm just going to sort of look where I'm going to copy him now as such. So we sacrifice a gunner, where I don't think I'm going to do. I think with a, you don't need to do that with a tactical core on. So a tactical core, and he'll rush to that, we'll walk to that shock tower there. He will hit the mine. That's the only problem. That's the only concern that I've got really, is that he might hit the mine. But I think he was quite lucky there for Skyburst hit the mine, so I don't think, see, Skyburst might not hit the mine. He only hit it really through knockback, so I don't think that. See, what I'm thinking is, yeah, I think the bots will go up easy with it with you. Basically, I just need to stop damaging that area there. So I may use... I need a sharp boost there, so I can't use a boost. So I'm just going to chance it with prime. I might put a G1 core on him. It is a bronze one now. So I've got my G1 bronze core. I might have to level it up basically. I don't really use it, but a couple of guys use it in the last war. level it up and I might clip it to him. Let's have a go. So if you've got any questions on war attacks and strategies and things like that, guys, then yeah, say it again. Put it in the chat. Got any questions on what I'm doing? You're not too sure what I've just said, want to clear anything up, then yeah, stick it in the chat, guys. So here we go. Here we go. The last few wars, I haven't got a 225. I beat the commander, but I haven't got 225, so I do want to do this time. Oh, I'm going to realise something. I need a tactical on Prime, don't I? This is hard. Do I go with one less bot? Or do I go with a tactical? I'm going to go with a tactical. I'm going to chance it. Just needs to be quick. This is my standard Russian smash team. I take Prime for the rush. I take Star Saber to obviously hit the headquarters. Swoop to hit the headquarters. Ultra Magnus to stay behind to sort of take some damage away from the box and do a bit more damage and maybe get some ability points. While doing that, Skyburst sits behind Ultra Magnus. That Cronus Core heals them both, and Skyburst does a bit extra damage. Cheetor is there just to get close to headquarters. If you can get him close to headquarters, it's gone. It's gone. That's it. It's done. Unless he focuses on the outpost box, that could be a problem. Ironhide, he rushes in, and I send Cup in after him to sort of do some more damage. And Ironhide tracks the defenses more, so the Cup could do his stuff. That'd be really important that for when the HQ calls come out, it's hard to do Russian smash. Having Cup just fire on it without his ability be a big deal. So I'm going to take a combiner. I'm going to take Superior, I think. Yep, and I'm going to go. I always get nervous in these big wars because it means so much. You know, one little mistake, you know, if you fail one attempt in these big wars, it make a big difference. Yeah. Paul, I got a 5-star scores on the China server. This isn't the China server. This is the global server. I've been on the China server at the beginning of the beginning of the stream, but now I've just come off and just got on global. This is my global account. But yeah, I got a 5-star score. I did. So I want some Sharkticons to trip the mine. Mark 2 will do. I've got a few more Mark 3s, but Mark 2 will do. So we're going to drop Prime there. And the Sharkticons there. They will trip that mine there. And they might trip the other one. Oh, that's worked out perfect. Oh, and there we go. Prime's died a horrible death. And I think that is the attack. Knackered up. Wow, that Galvatron is beastly. Without a healer, I think I've got very little chance really of winning this now. What to do? I think I need to be faster in the deployment of the bots. And go one more try with that. Yeah, I think like one more try, and then if not, I'm going to have to rethink it again. Interesting. Need to be faster in deployment. They are, Cameron. They are. They are, especially against guys like these. These are the top guys. These are the top 50 guys in the world. You know, these are some of the best guys in the world fighting here. I think we're 8th, 10th, something like that in the world. These are like 2nd, I think. Crazy strong. So we're going to try again. Get the sharp boost again. So, first part worked alright. Actually works really well. I haven't hit that mine this time though. That's going to cause a bit of an issue. Okay, it's worked that time round. Oh, but why has he got... Oh! Because Prime died, he is hitting there instead. I hate this how it zooms right out when you've done an attack. Use a few more ability points now for Cheetor to get in there. And then some more to get Cup up there, I think. Now we can do that, I think I can do it. One more ability point without Cup dying. It's going to be a close one. Oh! That's annoying. That's annoying. Well, I'm going to take a break, reevaluate, try again. I need to change the something. I think the combiner deployment was off there. I think because I put the combiner more central, then maybe take Volcanicus and hit that far beam laser, and I think that can do it. I really do. But to answer, we have a playing an alliance that if you look out 2 times, third time you can't attack really until you spoke to a teammate, got their advice, and it's a good method. It works. It really does. It helps get the better out of people, and you can say, look, I'm going to try this, and they might say, well, it won't work, why don't you try this instead? And I've learnt a lot by doing that, to be honest with you. I really have. The first attempt, I just simply underestimated his Galvatron. That was ridiculous, that hit. Pace, if you ever see this, mate, that Galvatron's a joke. In a good sense. So, yeah, second time I didn't, but, yeah, I really thought that Deathosaurus would waste ability rather than hitting my bots. But I think I can do it again. I don't want to try it out. Like I said, this ruined place. I don't want to try and get look out and ruin my chances for my Lions to do well. So I'm gonna go and speak to the Lions guys and see what they say. Right, well, that's me for the night, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I appreciate it. I like the chat. I like everyone coming in and chatting about the game. You know, it's what keeps it fun. Keeps the it's the community that keeps the game going, really, and the money. But yeah. Cheers for watching me, guys. So I've been doing a couple more of these streams all the weekends, mostly. When I'm leveling bots, things like that. So come and chat to me, guys. Cheers, Paul Taylor. Appreciate it, mate. I'll probably do another one tomorrow night. Definitely tomorrow night. Definitely. I like to do them when the kids are in bed. It's a bit quieter and not as manic with the kids around. So I'll probably do another one tomorrow night, I think. Probably just same again. Maybe some war attacks. Might be a Caminus war. But yeah, some war attacks, some leveling. Just some stuff like that. Right. Well, cheers for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure as always. And as always, peace out.